Well, Suzette, thank you. Can I too acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and pay respect to elders past and present? Well, friends, thanks so much for coming out in monsoonal conditions. I was last here for a rally 3 months ago under a burning sun, and so what this proves is that we will turn out rain, hail or shine to save the Parramatta Pool from the Baird Government. What I object to more than anything else is the suggestion from the Premier and the Government that if you question any aspect of their gung-ho development plans, you're somehow opposed to anything happening or you're opposed to progress. Nothing could be further from the truth. Surely in a civilised society it's possible to grow jobs, engage in development and preserve the best of our past. That's all we're saying. We can have both. We can have new facilities and infrastructure in Parramatta and preserve a famous colonial heritage that dates back to the earliest days of white settlement in Australia. We can protect a famous colonial heritage. We can protect precious urban parkland. We can protect a war memorial swimming pool that's been here for well over 50 years now. We can do all of that and develop this city and deliver density done well with architectural excellence, with community participation, with childcare and schools and precious urban parkland for our kids to play in. We can do all of that. Let's stop this lie that it's one or the other. Yeah. Let's stop this lie. That in Eastern Sydney, if people say those trees that were planted in World War I can be saved if you just move the light rail line 6 metres. How is that unreasonable? Or in my electorate at Lidcombe, that people have a right to a buffer between 8 lanes of the M4, 6 lanes of Parramatta Road and their own homes by preserving the trees there in Western Sydney. So this is an issue not just for Parramatta, but for all of Sydney. What's the issue? The issue is that our government must pause and consult with the people. The people. And friends, people are right to be suspicious when several dozen mayors, hundreds of councillors who between them have received the votes of millions of men and women in New South Wales are sacked with the stroke of Mr Baird's pen. People are right to question the government's priorities. I see councillors here, Pierre Esper, James Shaw, Glenn Elmore, sacked with the stroke of Mr Baird's pen. So an unelected administrator with dictatorial powers can do whatever he or she is told to do by Mr Baird and his ministers. So, friends, on this issue, I think the Parramatta Stadium should be redeveloped. That's my view. I see the surge of support, community support for the Western Sydney Wanderers, bringing Sydney's multicultural tribes around that new football club over the last 5 or 6 years. There's a man in a Wanderers hat. And he still wants the pool. Is it possible to have the Western Sydney Wanderers at the Parramatta Pool? Yeah! Is it possible to have the Parramatta Eels in the Parramatta Pool? Yeah! We want both. We won't settle for second best in Western Sydney, where the government says you can have progress or heritage, you can have progress or urban parkland, you can have progress or a swimming pool that's taught generations of kids in this part of Sydney to swim. We don't want one or the other, we want both. We want jobs, economic activity, infrastructure, heritage, urban parkland, schools, childcare, a sense of community, and that's why we're here today. More power to you all.
Thank you, Luke. For those of you that don't know about the Heritage Precinct that we're talking about